Good morning, everyone out there in YouTube land. 8 coming to you on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. So, a very disturbing video I saw last night on the New York Post channel. And this is actually from the Daily Mail newspaper in the United Kingdom. Furious female passenger attacks Southwest gate agent and his computer during unhinged Orlando airport meltdown. Here's the story. You can look that up yourself. So let me summarize this for you. So essentially what happened is that this entitled brat was flying standby. So that means that basically she barely paid for a ticket. And it was the third time that she couldn't get on a flight. Of course, it's the summertime. And she expects to get on a flight on standby at the end of the summer? Good luck, lady. So then she tried to board a flight that she wasn't even authorized to board. And of course, they said, no, you can't. And then she had this unbelievable, she started screaming. She kicked this gate agent on the left in the pink sweater. He backed off. None of these male employees restrained her. They're not able to restrain her. And there were people in the waiting area, guys, who were completely able to surround this little witch. And they were completely able to surround her and restrain her and take her down. But they were glued to their phones. Not my problem. Come on, guys, man up. So anyway, this person's face was blurred on the video too, which I don't understand. Why don't they blur the faces of the people in the airport? There were kids in there. This is Orlando. This is where people go to vacation to Disney World and the Orlando airport. Now, I actually called the Orlando airport information and asked, is there security? Yes, there is security. There's also airport police there, which most airports have. They should have police, for heaven's sakes, especially in the United States after post 9/11. But unfortunately, security wasn't in the area. It happened so fast. So basically, what my take is on this whole situation is that, number one, there's no excuse for not getting what you want. She's like a little 2-year-old who complains, "Ooh, I'm going to have a temper tantrum." And then number two, you have no right to assault a gate agent. By no means, no bloody right to assault a gate agent. There is no excuse for that. And number three, Southwest Airlines has got to implement a policy to allow the gate agents and any other employee to respond appropriately in self-defense. Absolutely. I used to work in the healthcare industry in hospitals. Now, it used to be that healthcare workers, for instance, in emergency departments, nurses, would actually get decked and knocked down by people either on medication or who just didn't want to be in the hospital. And men would literally deck nurses. They would punch them. They would knock them out. And they couldn't do anything. But now, first of all, the nurses now have the right to press charges. And I'm not sure about this, but I think they do have the right to defend themselves. Everyone has the right to defend themselves. I don't care where you work with the public. There is no way that somebody like this can be allowed to abuse somebody like that and endanger them, to assault them, to actually, injure them. Unexcusable. And finally, again, to people who stand around and do nothing, especially men, God, you guys are cowards. Put the damn phone down. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your bag and go over there and restrain the person and take them down, for God's sakes. This is ridiculous. So I'm going to write a letter of support to Southwest Airlines and also the Orlando airport, expressing my concern, especially at the Orlando airport, and to encourage Southwest Airlines to train their staff to defend themselves and to appropriately restrain unruly passengers. Over and out. Peace.